Tributes continue to pour in for South African veteran jazz singer Thandi Klaasen, who died yesterday at the age of 86. Well, she passed on in the early hours of Sunday morning after a long battle with pancreatic cancer. Classen will be remembered for indomitable spirit and as a person who succeeded against all odds. Classen suffered a stroke in December. Classen was honored with the Order of Ikhamanga in silver in 2006 for his song Sophia Town, in which she masterfully and beautifully describes the town where she was brought up. Natim Tetwa said Thandi Klaasen is survived by daughter Lorraine. Well, 8 and 7 reporter Natasha Perry joins us live from Alberton. Natasha, thank you so much for joining us. Just take us through as to how the mood is currently like at Alberton, where Tandi actually grew up.
Well, a very good afternoon to you and to the viewers at home. You're actually standing outside the late Mum Thandi Klaasen's house in Eden Park. And I can tell you that many of her friends and her family are actually present, coming to somewhat support the family, send their condolences. But really the mood around here is not somber at all. People have come to celebrate the life of Mum Thandi Klaasen, as we know that she was bigger than life itself. Just talking to Mum Klaasen's kids, Mum Lorraine and the son as well, saying that they are not mourning their mother's lives. Instead, they're actually celebrating her life. She lived her life up to the fullest at 86 years old, when she was unfortunately met by untimely death due to pancreatic cancer. But I'm actually joined by a legendary musician here, Babsy Mlangeni. Before we actually speak to him, the people that we've been speaking to earlier on, Lorraine, her daughter, just saying that whenever she sees herself, she sees a mirror of her mother, and that her mother was just, like I said, larger than life. Her mother was a very strong woman. She described as a springbok, meaning that whenever she falls down, she bounces back again. She says she was a woman of steel as well, and that she left a huge legacy behind. Also speaking to Sally Peterson of the ANC Women's League here in Ekurhuleni, saying, and just telling us about her political career and her political life, saying that Thandi was just one of those women who helped her recruit women into the organization back in those days. She was a very, very strong woman, and also a very socialite of note, knowing that she, whenever she walked into a room, her presence was felt. But let's just leave it to Babsy, who'll just tell us more about Thandi. Babsy Mlangeni, thank you so much for joining us on ANN7. Clearly a very, very, I wouldn't say a sad moment, but you guys have come to celebrate the life of your friend.
Yeah, sure. We've come to celebrate Sis Thandi. Sis Thandi, of course, I actually started my musical journey around about 1967. So in 1969, she initiated a tour for us, Babsy Mlangeni and the all-rounders, to go to Mozambique. That was the first time that I flown an airplane. It was what an experience. Yes, okay. When we got into the airplane, she said, "Come sit me light. Come sit you like me," because those days we used to wait. Now, when we got to Mozambique, she was quite familiar to the place, but we were still newcomers and all that. So she used to show us around there. And we had a problem, because at the time there was no English at all in Mozambique. It was only Portuguese. So when we tried to communicate, especially with the ladies, we couldn't. So they used to use body language. Now imagine a blind person trying body language. It was a problem to me. But then I would try to talk to them, say, "Hey, I won't show them in my heart that I love them." Yes. They would just laugh and run away, yes. Then she took me to a certain place, a camp. She said, "Eamon, do you see Jesus cherries?" I said, "Sure." He said, "Right, come, let you face." We went to a place, there were a place where all the lovely ladies were there, yeah. But then you had to pay, you see. So I said, I'm going to get out. So we had quite a good time there in Mozambique. Then we came back, and then there was a club called Pelican. You know, I mean, before I go to Orlando, in Mozambique, there was this song of mine, Sala Emma. I used to sing. I mean, it's a Sotho song, okay? Yes. But they used to ask for more. I used to repeat the song, encore about 4 or 5 times a night in these nightclubs. Sis Tandi, who used to sing Pata Pata, yo, she used to bring the roof down. Yes. She used to do her thing there, you know.
And Babsy, sorry to cut you short. How will you remember Mam Thandi?
Mam Thandi, I remember her. She was straightforward, and Mam Thandi, they did not have and she also had you know, a sense of humor. Yes. It was very, very good. So I mean, Mina personally, I respected her much because she used to tell me, say like, you must do things yourself, son. Don't depend on people. Yes. So that's why I am today, because of that lady, you know.
Indeed, a straight talker she is.
Yes.
And I'm just going to put you on the spot. Can you just sing one song, your favorite song of Mam Thandi?
I've got a problem there.
Yes.
I've got a problem. You really put me on the spot because when you spoke, I thought you say I must sing my song that she used to. Every
sing
time,
your song that
she would say to me, Eamon, sing that song for me, son.
Please sing that song.
Sing that song for me.
Yes.
I used to say, oh, Salaema, kajeno sekita maya, pilu yaka ibutluku impa, itwanetsi, usike wala, kitatluwa kilalina, sepa felang manusurang keke, kiulibale, atamela, kirutsware, atamela, kirusune, sala ema.
Wow, beautiful song. Thank you so much for your time on 897 Babsy. And that was the legendary musician Babsy Mlangeni, just remembering Mam Thandi for the straight talking woman that she was, for the honest woman that she was. And in the words of Babsy, as you've heard, that he is what he is today because of Mam Thandi. And as we know, I mean, the whole world is not only, South Africa is not only really mourning the loss of this legendary icon, but the world as well. We've seen tributes pour in on social media from music lovers, jazz lovers all over the world. And as we know, she won lots of accolades, many accolades within her lifetime. The Golden Award of Baobab in 2006, the Lifetime Achievement Awards, and so many more awards. And this is the woman that, what Tandi was in South Africa. Madiba's rather favorite musician, and not only Madiba but so many people. And what I can tell you is that the Minister of Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa, is about to come visit the family as well and the friends of Mam Thandi. We also know that the mayor of Ekurhuleni, Mzwandile Masina, will shortly come. The streets are actually cornered off, but what I can say is that every person who's actually come into the Classen household today has just been saying that Mam Thandi was really an exceptional woman, a strong woman, and also calls from the ANC Women's League here in Ekurhuleni for women to emulate the character of Mam Thandi. Just Mam Peterson saying to us and telling us that we should never forget our history as women. And Mam Thandi Klaasen was such a woman who never forgot where she came from, a woman of strong character as well. And as many described her as a springbok, as a straight talker, as a very honest woman who didn't even take any nonsense. But just for now, let me just leave it here for now. I will definitely update you with the latest details and developments as to who's coming in, who's going out. But in terms of the funeral arrangements, we do know that the funeral, the burial of Mam Thandi will be on the 27th of January, which is next week. Back to you in studio, Matapelo.
Well, indeed, a strong and celebrated woman, Natasha. That was 897 reporter Natasha Perry. Just with more on the passing away of jazz singer Thandi Klaasen, who died at the age of 86, taking us through as to how the mood at her house in Alberton is currently like.